You guessed it, only the classics.
Oh, I love thrift stores. When did you guys open? Oh, this is a really nice thrift store. Hello? Sir? Sir?
Oh, I'm sorry. Hi.
Hey.
I thought with all that talk about a thrift store, you must have been talking to somebody else. You couldn't have been talking to me, Richard, owner and cashier of Only the Classics, where we sell, yep, you guessed it, only the classics.
Well, I see you sell vinyl.
Classic.
But do you sell CDs also?
Not classic.
So is that a no?
Classic? I don't listen to a goddamn word anyone has to say type of customer, aren't you?
Excuse me?
Classic response to an unexpected insult.
True.
Have a classic day.
Is this some kind of a misprint? It says here that this is lead-based paint.
Ah, classic paint. What's your name, miss?
Addison-Ivy.
Unacceptable. Welcome to the magical world of classics, Susan. Now this paint, Susan, will still be standing long after you've been rendered mentally disabled from lead poisoning. Your children's children will be able to eat the chips that flake off onto the floor.
Yeah, that sounds safe.
Classic sarcasm. Ooh. Can you say that again so I can keep it in my bottle?
Whatever. I'm going to Home Depot.
Classic if you love someone, let them go type of situation.
The store is unbelievable.
Thank you.
I'm absolutely appalled. You have animal intestines on a drying rack marked contraception.
Classic protection.
Your bathrooms, instead of being marked men and women, are marked whites and colors.
Classic racism.
Did you sell a 9-year-old boy a bottle of Coca-Cola that actually had cocaine as an ingredient?
Classic Coca-Cola classic. Why, yes, of course I did.
That little boy is in the hospital, and I'm wearing a wire.
Ooh, classic sting operation.
You have the right to remain
Up,
silent.
up, up.
Anything you do or say will be held against you. Oh.
Oink, oink! Classic resisting arrest!
Stop!
Classic excessive force! I'll never forget you, Susan.
Ah, a true classic. Not many know the origins of this tale. On a wet, cold, and unusually dreary night during the summer of 1816, Lord Byron gathered together a group of his friends at the Villa Diodati on Lake Geneva, Switzerland. He tasked his guests to write a ghost story that would be read around the fireplace later that evening. Amongst this group of noblemen was a young Mary Shelley. On that night, she created one of the greatest works of literature ever written, Frankenstein. We take you now back in time to witness the advent of her creation.
He sprung from the cabin window as he said this upon the ice raft which lay close to the vessel. He was soon borne away by the waves and lost in darkness and to distance. The end.
I say, Mary, when I threw this little gathering, I did not conceive that a classic work of literature would be born.
Oh, George, you're too kind.
Now, Mary, don't be modest. I'd say we have a genius on our hands.
All right, everyone. Let's hear the next story. Brent, would you do us the honor?
Nah, I don't think it's finished yet.
We're all friends here. There's no need to be shy.
Though I do say behold atop Mary's tail.
I don't really want to read mine. Maybe some other time.
Now, Brent, let us be the judge.
Just give us a peek. Give it here. Dr. Tits builds a fuck monster!
I told you it wasn't finished yet!
Dr. Tits, a busty old doctor with a PhD in sex stuff, beats the Reaper by building her own stud out of other dead studs!
I must say, this is worse than what you read in the Penny Dreadfuls.
Dr. Tits scoured the graveyard for the hugest wang she could find!
Terribly rude. You just wrote a filthy version of Mary's book. It's parallel thinking.
What? I believe you were parallel to Mary's writing desk when you thought of this indecent material. The monster told Dr. Tits she totally better build another one of him, but like with lady parts instead of dude meat!
You know what? If we had read my story first, you'd all be saying Mary's was just a boring version without any boobs and wieners and people doing it. As if all your stories are so great. Let's read Robert's. He's dumb, so his story probably blows. Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. A horrific account of the duality of man.
Oh shit!
That sounds pretty great. You know what? I'm out of here. See you book dorks later.
What's this? Another book? Dr. Jerkoff and Mr. Hung?
Hey! Yes, on that night, some of the greatest works of literature. Sadly, Mary Shelley's life was blighted with tragedy. Brent, however, died inconceivably wealthy from writing sexy versions of other people's stories.